Cooking with Anna, the cooking show for Corona quarantine. So if you just joined us, last episode we made our carrot cake, and this episode we are making the cream cheese frosting for that carrot cake. So our ingredients are 24 ounces of cream cheese, 4 ounces of butter, 2 tablespoons of vanilla, and 3 pounds of powdered sugar. It's a lot of powdered sugar, people. Okay, so first we are going to mix our vanilla, our butter, our butter, and our cream cheese, only because these are the easiest to incorporate, and then we'll add our powdered sugar slowly. So first I have chopped up my 4 ounces of butter, only so it's easier to, sticking to the plate, only because it's easier to mix. Should probably get a fork, hold on. Never mind, we're using a spoon now. Okay, I'm adding the butter, the cream cheese. It's a lot of cream cheese, people. Okay. And our vanilla, or vanilla. I say vanilla. Okay. So I'm going to put the dirty dishes back here. You can keep like all the dirty dishes around you. I just like to have a clean workspace. So I have my hand mixer, and we're going to plug that in. It almost fell, but that's okay. And I'm going to start on a low speed and then work my way up to a kind of high speed, but not super high. Whoa. So now we're just incorporating our cream cheese and our butter. I'm going to stop for a second because I need a spatula. Spatula. Okay, now we can continue. And I'm just doing that until it's really pale and fluffy. And then we will add our baking powder. Wow. Powdered sugar into this mixture. Okay, so I've just added about half of my powdered sugar to our room temperature butter, cream cheese, and vanilla. And while you're mixing the powdered sugar into the cream cheese, you want to start on slow so it doesn't go like in your face and right up your nostrils. Because I've had that experience before and it's not fun, people. Okay, so I'm on low before this gets bad. And I'm just mixing it, and I'm going to go slightly higher. And I need my trusty spatula to scrape it off the edges because you don't want to miss any of it. Or else you'll just get like clumps of powdered sugar. And who likes powdered? I like powdered sugar though, but other people don't. Okay, so I'm just mixing this. And you want to mix it until it's gone really silky and smooth and fluffy and pale and delicious. Did I mention delicious already? Wow, that was in my eye. Okay. And we're just mixing and mixing and mixing. Twisting and twisting and twisting. And that looks about all incorporated, so I'm going to stop it. And hopefully that stays standing. And I'm just going to add a little bit more of my powdered sugar. And I already spilled some. It's our first spill of the day. I'm actually pretty proud of myself that I didn't spill anything. That's about good. Okay, and remember, we started off with 3 pounds of powdered sugar. So now we're going on a lower, we're starting again with a low speed. And we're mixing it, and you want to make sure you scrape the sides. And once you're done with the frosting, we're going to start on frosting the cake. Okay, so here I have my cake, and I leveled it a little bit, which is a good excuse to eat your cake and taste it, and it was very good, only because it was a little lopsided when it baked. And in here, I have my cream cheese frosting, and I know we made a lot, only because the person I'm making it for is my soccer coach, because it was his birthday, and he likes a lot of cream cheese frosting. So what I'm gonna do is make sure you're squeezing back here, because it's gonna all come out if you don't. And we're just gonna squeeze from the very back, and it's turning on me. That's okay. I'm just gonna move with it. And just put a giant, healthy layer of this frosting around the cake. And it is looking good. Okay, that's probably enough. And I'm going to put this over here that my helpful camera girl just helped me with. And my offset spatula. It's a mini one. And I'm just going to spread that all around, trying not to rip up the cake. And take it from the middle out. And yeah, I love frosting cakes. It's like art because you don't really have to you have to make it neat, but you're not really aiming for a certain goal. You're just frosting it and making it look pretty. That's why I like abstract art the most. So you really paint what you feel and not what you're trying to make something perfect. So it doesn't have to be perfect because usually abstract art is not perfect. But let's get back on top of cakes. So I am just spreading this out, trying not to rip up most of the cake as I'm doing, which is kind of bad, but that's okay. And I'm just spreading it all in the middle. And I'm gonna put a little more frosting on and put that like that. And I'm gonna make sure I I'm re-twisting it. Pinch it really hard and squeeze from back here and put a little more. It's probably good. I made a 3. It's backwards, but I don't care. And then we're just gonna spread this all out again. Spreading's fun. It's calming. That was weird. I like making cakes. It's fun. Even though I get frustrated when I make a mess, and then I stop away, and then I get back into the groove, and this is a lot of icing. Holy crap. I think the only part he's gonna taste is the cream cheese frosting, which is good, but you know, wow. Okay, so we spread it all out. That's good. And we're gonna put this over here, right here. And towel, thank you, hammer girl. And we're going to take this cake and very, very carefully flip it over, line it up, and place it down. Rip off that. Smush it down a little bit. Wow, look how thick that is. That's just from icing. Okay. Nope, just this way. Now I'm gonna squeeze out the frosting. It's a healthy layer of it. It's cream cheese frosting. I like cream cheese. Cream cheese is good, especially in frosting because it's sweet cream cheese. And just gonna try to get all of it out. And we'll refill it later. Almost there, almost out. There we go. And I got it all over me, but you know what, who cares at this point? Yeah, okay. But I did wash my hands before this. So now I'm just gonna take it from the middle out. Nice layer of frosting. Yummy, yummy frosting. I feel like I would be really annoyed if the frosting wasn't good and you had so much of it. That's the only thing I don't like. Like when we store-bought cakes for other people's birthday, I don't like store-bought frosting. I don't like store-bought cake either. I'd rather have homemade. But when they put a lot of frosting and you hate it, it's just like a ruin. It's like a waste of cake because you're not gonna eat it because there's so much frosting. So that was a nice layer of frosting. Looks really nice. Now I'm just gonna smooth it out, make it look neat. Out to the edges, spin. This is why you have a turntable, which is a very inexpensive item. It's very helpful. And yeah, I'm gonna refill my bag and we'll get back to layering the cakes. Do you have an unused hamper? Do you have a boring brother? That's disgusting. Ow! You can make a fun item. You can make a fun game out of both these items. Ring toss! Simply aim open end of hamper at brother's head, throw at brother's head, and let the magic happen. Hey! Buy hamper for $19.99 plus shipping and handling. Buy brother for $299 plus shipping and handling. 194 out of 195 countries do not recommend this game.
Warning, you cannot have dirty clothes in the hamper when playing this game.
Let the magic happen!
Buy your hamper now today.
So I just finished stocking my third layer, and I put a nice helping of cream cheese frosting on the top, and I'm spreading it out towards the sides so I can bring it down on the cake. And yeah, so we're gonna do that. And I know it looks really messy right now, but when I get all the frosting and I scrape it up, and we're gonna clean the edges off, then it's gonna look beautiful. Pretty. Okay, this is a lot of frosting. Okay, we got this. Okay, smoothing it down, and yeah, so we're gonna smooth it down towards the cake, and when we're finished, it's gonna look beautiful. Okay, sorry about that. My camera woman had to switch her position to get into the action. And right now I'm frosting the side of the cake. So what I would do is pick a little bit of frosting up, not like that, like this, and just scrape it alongside of the cake. And when you get down towards the bottom, you just get a little baby pea size on your tip, and you just smooth it out at the bottom. So that's what we're going to be doing in frosting the cake. Yeah, I like frosting. I think I already mentioned that, but frosting's fun. And there's a giant amount of cream cheese frosting in this bowl. Okay. And make sure when you frost the cake, you want to fill in all the cracks that you didn't get when you were putting on the layers. So like, you see how there's like, when I flip it, oh, I guess I filled in all the cracks, never mind. But you want to make sure that you fill in all the cracks that you didn't get to fill in, just so when you go to put your actual layer of frosting on, you don't have like hit a divot and then it all just sinks and it looks messy. So you're frosting our cake right now, and it is very fun. And in case you just joined us, I'm frosting a 3-layered carrot cake with cream cheese frosting. And the person I'm making this for likes a lot of cream cheese frosting, so I'm making a lot of cream cheese frosting. So we had a technical difficulty. Right after my camera woman switched her position, her phone died. So we are back, and I found my cake scraper, and pretty sure something just fell on my ear, but we're gonna forget about that. And so, as you can see, it's a bit messy, and there are giant clumps everywhere, so we're just gonna take this pink cake scraper, and we are going to go like this, very gently and slowly, and scrape it right back into the bowl. And very gently and slowly. It's such a satisfying feeling, oh my goodness. And as you can see, there's little divots, but we'll get back to those later. And slowly, right there, there we go. And that is not smooth. And as you can see, as I'm getting the icing off, like that, I'm taking it, just putting it right back in the bowl, so we don't waste any. Scraping and scraping. You don't really want to scrape hard, because if you do that, you can cut into the cake and literally take out a giant chunk of cake. I have done that, and it looks so messy, but you know, cake doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want a cake that has frosting on it, so you don't want to go like, that needs a little extra frosting. It needs a little extra love. Now I'm going to go on the top a little bit. And once this is all done, we will get to actually decorating the cake. Okay, so my mom helped me write Liverpool in red because that's my coach's favorite soccer team. And now I'm just doing little stars in yellow. So you do and then down, and then do that repeatedly until you have a line. I think decorating is my favorite part of cake making. I also want to make sure this is a straight line, so only because it's really fun to do and it's like really artsy. So I'm literally just drawing a straight line of stars under, and this is coming up right in a second. And the icing I'm using is just store-bought icing. It's not dyed cream cheese frosting. That's just gonna be like that. Remember, your decorating doesn't have to be perfect. My line is going a little lopsided, so we're gonna bring it back up. Down, and down, down, and one more. And then I'm gonna do another line right above it. So, okay, that. This is so satisfying to watch. I actually hate Liverpool soccer. I don't like their team. And every time I show up to practice, my coach is like, oh yeah, Liverpool's ahead of Chelsea. I'm gonna get benched if I do that. Okay. And I think I am done. So that was our cake. Thank you for joining me on Cooking with Anna the Quarantine, if you're quarantined.